Okay. I am going to work on one more reading, and if I have time, I will do a reaction. I'm not going to say what the reaction's going to be, but I will work on it. Okay. Story 3, whatever, Faye's training day. We have to raise Faye's level soon, because she's a fledgling Earth Dragon, so she's a kind of monster. If she doesn't evolve by leveling up, she'll die before reaching adulthood. In order to grow, she has to defeat monsters and level up. She's reached the point where her life is in jeopardy if she doesn't evolve soon. Unfortunately, I'm not allowed to leave the academy, so instead I talked to my maid Anna and asked her to help raise Faye's level. Very well, we shall return. Anna leaves the school grounds with Faye in her arms. There are several men accompanying her who seem to be soldiers, but since Anna is a half-elf, she's not as young as she looks. She's among the most talented magic users in the entire kingdom. I'm sure she'll be able to help Faye grow and come back safely. I'm stuck in the campfire cooking book. Oh my god. By the way, Anna doesn't know Faye is a reincarnation. As far as I know, she just thinks of her as a somewhat clever baby Earth Dragon. The only people who know the truth are me and the other reincarnations. I haven't even told Sue about it. I always thought she was pretty close to Hugo in the past, but when I asked her, she just said, Natsume. Did anybody actually like him? So I guess I was wrong about their relationship. Hugo burst out laughing when he saw what Faye looked like too, so they might have actually been pretty incompatible from the start. Within a few days, Faye evolved without a problem and returned. Leveling up means fighting monsters. Considering this, I had been a little worried since it seems dangerous, but apparently my concern was unfounded, which is good and all, but the real problem is how Faye looked when she got back. You got a lot bigger, huh? It's called a growth spurt, duh. Faye's body has gotten quite a bit larger. Initially, she's been about the size of a chameleon, able to ride on my head or shoulder without a problem, but now her body is about 3 feet long. If you include the length of her tail, she might even be almost as tall as I am tall. I mean, I think that's from when they're around teenagers. So around the point in the story that we see. She went from being the size of my hand to the size of a large dog. This is still small for a dragon, you know. Once I evolve again, I'll get even larger. You probably won't be able to go indoors anymore when that happens then. She's able to live in my dorm room with me for now, but if she gets any bigger, she may not fit. That's a bit of an issue. She might have been reincarnated as a monster, but she was still originally a high school girl from Japan. It's no surprise that she wouldn't want to sleep outside like other monsters. Well, now that I've evolved once, my life expectancy should be significantly longer. No need to worry just yet. If she says so, I guess, that's fine. Hopefully she's not just saying it to avoid getting kicked out of my room. I also got her permission to appraise her and see how her stats have grown after evolving. Turns out she's stronger than me now. Well, monster stats grow a lot more rapidly than humans do. I mean, sure, but still, isn't this an awfully drastic departure from her stats prior to evolving? What's the big deal? Your stats are pretty broken for a human as it is. I risked my life for this, you know. I don't see why I shouldn't be allowed to get a little stronger as a reward. Not that it feels like much of a prize for me anyway. Oh right, girls don't care about being strong anyway, huh? This one certainly does. I don't have much of a choice, but I have to get stronger, but don't think for a second that I enjoy fighting for my life. Besides, you saw my skills, didn't you? Overeating? I know all about it. Overeating is a skill that saves extra SP based on how much you eat. If a human being gets the overeating skill, they'll still gain weight for the extra food they consume, but for whatever reason, this doesn't apply to monsters. Since I have that stupid skill that Anna keeps feeding me monster meat, she has some ridiculous idea that eating the flesh of strong monsters will make your stats go up more easily. Isn't that just awful? Yikes, I'll pass on that, thanks. Monster meat. I guess it depends on what kind, but on the whole, I wouldn't want to eat it at all. I'll definitely make that maid pay for this someday. She shoved that monster meat down my throat even though I clearly didn't want it. Disgusting. My condolences. Since when I think about it, monsters have awfully high stats. Mine were higher than hers before she evolved, but Faye's have definitely surpassed mine now. She's averaging around 700 in each stat at that moment. As far as I know, only a handful of supremely accurate, accomplished humans have obtained that. And Faye is still a lesser dragon, too. If she keeps evolving like this, those numbers may even exceed 1,000. In terms of stats alone, she could even catch up to my brother Julius, the hero. On top of that, even though her skills are still developing, they're already quite strong. The main reason humans are able to fight monsters whose stats outrank theirs is that our skills give us an advantage. Monsters don't normally train their skills after all. An ordinary monster usually only has a small amount of skills to boot, but that doesn't apply to Faye. It's like she has the advantage of both a monster and a human. If all the monsters in the world were like Faye, humans and demons would probably be extinct by now. I mean, she was born much later than I was, and she's already this strong. Not to mention this is all the result of training hard for just a few days. If she had been born earlier than me and spent more time leveling up... For example, if she had hatched in the Great Elro Labyrinth where she was originally found and had been fighting to survive in there all this time, I doubt anybody could have defeated her. That, or if there was another monster with the intelligence of a human in similar circumstances... hintity hint hint! I guess there's no use worrying about a hypothetical like that. I doubt there are any other exceptional cases like Faye. Interlude, the Duke's Daughter and the Earthworm. Boy, you got big. You're telling me, if I get any bigger, I'll end up having to live outside. So does that mean you'd rather not evolve anymore? You got that right. Why? Is that a problem? I wouldn't say that, but you live in Shun's room, right? Don't you? I know you're a dragon now and all, but are you really okay sleeping in the same room as a boy? Do you really think that matters to me now that I'm in this form? Frankly, I'm a different species now, so that sort of feeling wouldn't even occur to me. You don't have some kind of weird thing for reptiles, do you? Of course not. If you do, keep it to yourself, but it's the same way for me. I'm not really interested in human men anymore. Oh, really? Certainly. I can recognize good looks and all since I used to be human myself, but a normal Earth Dragon wouldn't even be able to distinguish between human faces, you know? I guess I get that. I can't tell the difference between the animal faces and stuff either. Well, I never met any other Earth Dragons, so I don't know what would make one attractive or not, but my point still stands. Yeah, I can't really picture that myself. Although, I'll admit, I got excited for a minute after I was born when I saw that princely Shun. Huh? Huh? I mean, he totally looks like a handsome prince in this world, and I still felt a bit like a human being back then. Hey now! What are you getting worked up about? Well, anyway, once I found out who was inside, I changed my mind about that in a hurry. Oh, did you? I mean, it's Yamada, you know. He never really had much going for him. Hey, isn't that a little harsh? Oh, don't be angry. I respect him now, in a way. I mean, he's managed to stay thoroughly average even after being reborn in a new world. This guy takes some real dedication. Well, I can't tell if you're complimenting or insulting him. It's a compliment, more or less. Man, aren't you overprotective, though? Sensitive much? I am not. Well, he doesn't like me living with Shun, got all worked up when I mentioned possibly having feelings for him, and was totally relieved when I said I don't. It's obvious what's going on here, isn't it? But it'll be more fun if I don't say anything about that. What do you think, that those two might end up together despite the fact that... Oh, this is going to be interesting, considering he's reborn as a woman. Oh, that's going to be fun to deal with. Oh, boy. Okay, number 6, Zoa L. I'm so excited I can barely breathe. Guess I got a little carried away celebrating my victory over that tough opponent. Woo! Alright, that's enough of that. What should I do now? First of all, I leveled up a whole bunch at once. Thanks, Eel! I guess you aren't considered a dragon species for nothing. By stats alone, it was way out of my league. Combined with that with the effects of pride, and it's no wonder I maxed out my level in one go. My skills grew quite a bit in this battle, too. What a windfall of experience points. Although, honestly, I wasn't sure if I was going to win for a moment there. If I'd made a single mistake or taken a misstep, I might probably be cinders by now. That's how strong that eel was. Really? Strictly judging by our stats, no one would think I had a chance in hell of winning. Between that and those monkeys, I think I might get it over my head in battle a little too often. Anyway, I think the skills I'm happiest about leveling up are HP auto recovery and fire resistance. So far, my recovery rate has been just enough to cancel out the damage from this scorching hot terrain, but now it should exceed it enough to heal me at least a little. I can't check right now, though, since my HP fully recovered when I leveled up. Hopefully, though, I'll be able to recover with time if I take a bit of damage from now on. It was pretty rough avoiding even the tiniest injury this whole time, but now I should be able to relax a little. Although, I'm still probably bite the dust if I take a direct hit from a single attack. Also, I'm level 10, that means I can evolve again. But should I? Is it really safe to evolve in a place like this? I mean, evolving comes with a bit of risk in itself. For one thing, when I evolve, I totally pass out. That leaves me completely unprotected for a while, so if another monster attacks me or something, I'll be screwed. Last time, and the time before that, I'd spun myself a web to give myself a safe place to evolve, but that's not an option this time. I can't use my silk here after all. If I try to construct a web in this magma-drenched hellscape, it'll burn up before I can even finish it. Evolve in the middle of a fire? No thank you. That's not all either. Since evolution requires a lot of energy, my MP and SP would be totally drained. MP is not that big of a deal, but if I run out of SP, I might be too hungry to even move. Worst case scenario, I could starve to death. So far, I've always had a big stockpile of food to pig out on after I evolve, but my current situation is a bit different. Well, there is the eel, but I don't think even this monstrosity would be enough to fully recover my SP. I don't have to worry about starving, but I think I'd have to actively hunt for prey for a while. Oh, but what happens to my stock from overeating? I didn't have any overeating stores the first 2 times I evolved. I did use some in the battle with the eel, but there's still a good amount left over. If I can use that stock to fuel my evolution, maybe I won't be running on empty afterward. I mean, this is a hypothetical because you don't even know. But I probably shouldn't act based on wishful thinking, huh? On a purely emotional level, I definitely want to evolve, but from a safety perspective, maybe it's better not to just yet. But I'm worried that if I don't, I won't level up anymore. Are small creatures limited to level 10? If that's the case, all the experience I gain in this form will go to waste, and I'm pretty sure I still have a ways to go in the middle stratum. Yeah, I really don't like that. In which case, maybe I should just evolve after all. At any rate, it looks like I have multiple options for evolution again, so maybe I'll investigate first. Alright, appraisal. I'm counting on you. Available evolutions. Poison, Terratect, or Zoa-L. Poison Terratect is no surprise, but what is this Zoa-L thing? It's not even a Terratect. Zoa-L. Evolutionary requirements. Small spider-type monster with stats above a certain amount. Assassin. Title. Description. A small spider-type monster that is feared as an ill omen. Has high combat and stealth capabilities. Ooh, appraisal. You added evolution requirements too. For me? That's my appraisal for you. Never misses a beat. So I can evolve into this because my stats exceed the requirements. Which means they were lower than the requirements until now, probably. And wait, titles are involved in evolutions? I wonder if I was able to evolve into a small poison Terratech because I had the poison technique user title. That definitely seems like a possibility. Poison Terratech. Evolution requirements. Small poison Terratech level 10. Description. A rare young species of the spider-type monster species Terratech. Has extremely powerful poison, so that's my other option, Poison Terratect. But if I'm going to evolve, I'd probably have to go with door number 1, Zoa-L. The conditions for evolving into that are pretty tough, and as my previous precious appraisal informed me, it has high combat capabilities to boot. The fact that it's apparently small is a big plus too. Although I guess I am a little nervous about it, since judging by the name and description, it seems to be a different lie from the Terratect species. If I keep evolving as a Terratect, I'll definitely get stronger. I know this because I witnessed that evolved form of my own however many eyes. A giant spider presumed to be my mother, the one I saw in the lower stratum, the greater Terratect. It's hard to imagine judging by how weak I've been so far, but I know for sure that if I keep evolving, I'll reach that level eventually. I know that, but at the same time, it also means I'll get bigger. I know bigger is better and all, but in the end, I think all cutting-edge technology aims for miniaturization. Small size, but high performance. That's what I desire. And more importantly, if I get too big, I won't even be able to move anymore. I mean, how far can my mother really get around at that size? I'd rather not suddenly lose the ability to maneuver in passages that never posed an issue before. Besides, can you imagine being that big here in the middle stratum? It'd be way too easy to miss a step on a narrow passage and stick your foot right into the magma. It's not like stepping in a puddle, you know. I'd die. I don't know how big I'd get as an adult, but in my case, there are some major downsides to getting too big. Not only in terms of ability to move, but also with regard to battle. I mean, dodging is my specialty here. Being bigger just means being a bigger target. For someone who relies on evasion, being small is a good thing. Besides, if I get bigger, I'll get heavier too. Being heavy would only slow me down. You're telling me, a speed demon, that I have to slow down. Yeah, right. All this adds up to me not wanting to evolve along a Terratech line anymore. So if I have a choice now that looks like a different path, of course I want to take it. It's not that I'm without reservations, of course. The evolved forms of the Terratech line are definitely strong, but I can't say that for sure about the Zoa-L. In the worst case scenario, Zoa-L might even be the end of the evolutionary line. If that's the case, I'd have been better off sticking with the Terratech species. But if that happens, well, so be it, I suppose. I can still increase my stats by leveling up and training my other skills and stuff too. Even the weakest monsters can be strong if they are raised with care. Take me, for example. I mean, really, compared with when I started, I've gotten pretty damn strong. When I remember what it was like to be so weak that anything could kill me with a little shove, most other problems seem a lot more manageable. So I guess I'll evolve into a Zoa-L. The problem here is how to do so safely, but I think I have an idea. I can't quite say for sure it's totally safe, but it's better than nothing. So come here, Mr. Dead Eel. It's time for today's 3-minute recipe. What I have here is a corpse of a dead eel. Only the highest quality. First, we're going to stretch this out. Next, we'll coil it around starting from the tail. Be sure to make a nice even coil all the way around. Now we're going to want to leave some space in the center here. Once you have a basic circle, pile the eel on top of itself and make another coil. Instead of from the outside in, we'll work from the inside of the coil out. Repeat this process a few more times and place the head over the middle. Voila! Our eel shelter is done. Wow, this is looking great. Alright, since the eel has dragon scales, it should be pretty sturdy. It may not be as nice as a web, but I think it'll do pretty nicely as the defense goes. I should be safe if I evolve in here, I think. Alright, let's give it a shot. Individual small poison terror tech will evolve into Zoa L. Yep, and with that, my consciousness slips away. Good morning! Although I don't know if it's actually morning. Well, looks like I managed to wake safely again. That's good at least. I think this round of revolution was a record high for riskiness. I'm glad I didn't wake up in heaven or anything like that. Huh? What do you mean hell? As if an honest, upstanding citizen like me would ever go to hell. Anyway, time for my usual self-appraisal. After I ensure my own safety, that is. The eel shelter seems to be intact, but it's possible that I've been surrounded by monsters outside or something. Alright, let's take a little peek outside. Sweet, looks like we're all clear. Nice, nice. Alright, let's just snack on this eel while I... Oh man, wait! Just like the time with the snake, I can't eat the eel until I pull its scales off. Damn, oh well. I'm not so hungry that I can't move or anything. Maybe overeating had my back like I hoped? Alright, guess I'll do some descaling while I check my status. Zoa L, level 1, nameless. Status, HP 195 out of 195. Green, 100 up? I'm sorry, what? MP, 1 out of 291 blue, 100 up. I think that's what that says. 100 up. SP, 195 out of 195 yellow, 100 up. The red one, 195 out of 195, plus 43, 100 up. Average offensive ability, 251, 118 up. Average defensive ability, 251, 118 up. Average magical ability, 245, 100 up. Average resistance ability, 280, 101 up. Average speed ability, 1,272, 100 up. Skills, HP auto recovery level 6, MP recovery speed level 4, 1 up. MP lessened consumption level 3. SP recovery speed level 3. SP lessened consumption level 3. Damn it, I'm going to go back and forth. Destruction enhancement level 2, 1 up. Cutting enhancement level 2, 1 up. And poison enhancement level 4, 1 up. Mental warfare level 2, 1 up. Energy conferment level 2. Deadly poison attack level 3. Raw attack level 1 new. Ooh, it says it's new. Poison synthesis level 8. Threads 1 up. Threadsmanship level 3. Utility thread level 1 new. Thread control level 8. Throw level 7. Spatial maneuvering level 5. Stealth level 7, 1 up. Silence level 1 new. Concentration level 10. Thought acceleration level 3. Foresight level 3. Parallel thinking level 5. Arithmetic processing level 7. Hit level 8. Evasion level 7. Appraisal level 9. Detection level 6. Heretic magic level 3. Shadow magic level 3, 1 up. Poison magic level 3, 1 up. Abyss magic level 10. Destruction resistance level 2, 1 up. Impact resistance level 2. Cutting resistance level 3. Fire resistance level 2. Dark resistance level 2, 1 up. Deadly poison resistance level 2. Paralysis resistance level 4, 1 up. Petrification resistance level 3. Acid resistance level 4. Rot resistance level 3. Faint resistance level 3, 1 up. Fear resistance level 7. Heresy resistance level 3. Pain nullification. Pain mitigation level 7. Vision enhancement level 9. Hang on. Night vision level 10. Vision expansion level 2. Poison resistance level 8. Olfactory enhancement level 7. Taste enhancement level 7. Tactile enhancement level 7, 1 up. Sorry. Life level 9. Magic mass level 8. Instantaneous level 9. Persistent level 9. Herculean strength level 4, 1 up. Sturdy level 4, 1 up. Protection level 4, 1 up. Skanda level 3, Pride. Overeating level 8, Hades. Taboo level 5, 1 up. The weird one, skill points 500, titles, Foul Feeder, Kin Eater, Assassin, Monster Slayer, Poison Technique User, Thread User, Merciless, Monster Slaughterer, Ruler of Pride. Huh? Wait a sec. Let me look at this again. Maybe the eyes are playing tricks on me. I carefully review my status numbers. Huh? What? What? They went way up. Way up. Is this for real? Did my stats improve that much? Wow, that description wasn't kidding around when it said high combat capabilities. Can I really get away with this? Is it really okay for me to get so strong so fast? You know, I'm gonna get really cocky if I get this powerful, right? That's okay, yeah? It is? I'm in the prime of my life! This solves the conundrum of my once terrible stats all in one go. They're still low compared with big game like the EO, but now I'm finally strong enough that a lone poke from the local small fry won't be enough to do me in. All this time I've had to assume that a blow from a single attack will be the end of me, but now finally I have respectable stats. And your stats didn't go down boop like dirt when you evolved like it did before. This means I'm stronger than the seahorse in terms of stats and even the monkeys, doesn't it? My skill levels increased a lot too. Looking good. Wait, Taboo went up again? Hey, what do you mean level 5? Does that mean I'm halfway to maxing it out? If my prediction is correct, I'm pretty sure something big is going to happen if it reaches level 10. Crap. Well, it's still only halfway. I'm okay for now, I think. Let's see, what else? I also gained a few new skills. Rot attack? Seriously? By rot, you mean that attribute, right? The one that was way scarier than I expected when I appraised it? I can use that now? Damn, I'm talented. The next unfamiliar skill is silence. I feel like I can more or less guess what that does, but maybe I'll appraise it just to be sure. Silence suppresses the creation of sound. Yep, that's what I thought. Awesome, my ninja skills are on the rise. Maybe I'll be able to defeat things with a single ambush now. There's also a very strange skill situation here. Spider Thread and Cutting Thread have disappeared. Instead, there's a new skill called Utility Thread. It's probably an evolved from a Spider Thread, but where did Cutting Thread go? Utility Thread generates customizable thread. Customizable qualities, viscosity, elasticity, resilience, texture, strength, size, attribute, conferment, including cutting, impact, shock, attributes, resistance. Now I can add more attributes and stuff than with Spider Thread. It looks like cutting probably has the same effect as Cutting Thread, impact as the impact attribute, and shock as the shock attribute. Impact just means a normal strike, and apparently shock can briefly generate some sort of shock wave in the thread. If an enemy touches the thread while it's in that state, it'll get shocked and take damage. Man, if I weren't in the middle stratum, this would be super useful. I really want to get out of here fast so I can try it out. Anyway, I finished scaling the eel while I was checking all that. Anyway, time to see if this eel meal is the real deal. Let's take a little bite. It's delicious. The flavor is totally different from the catfish. I'll say it again. Delicious. This time when I evolved, I didn't lose my SP. Instead, it drained most of my overeating stock. That just proves that overeating function perfectly. Given that, as long as I keep building stores with overeating, I'll be fine even if I don't have a bunch of food on hand when I evolve. So I'll just have to eat a ton so I can save as much as I can. Judging by my previous amounts, it seems like I can stock about 100 SP per skill level. So right now, I should be able to stock about 800. Proficiency has reached the required level. Skill overeating level 8 has become overeating level 9. Well, speak of the devil. Now I can stock up even more. Speaking of stocking, I suddenly have way more skill points than before. I thought they rose by 20 per level, but I have 280 more than last time I looked. If 60 of those came from leveling up 3 times, what's the deal with the other 220? Does evolution come with a bonus or something? I'm assuming so. If so, that would explain why my skill point calculations didn't make sense before. Well, I certainly take however many I can get. I've got a whole 500 now, so maybe I can find a really good skill. I'll have to take a good look at this list of acquirable skills later. Before that, though, there's something else that concerns me. My body shape has changed a little. I noticed as I was pulling off the eel scales, the 2 legs in front, which used to be shaped like sharp claws, are more like thin scythes now. And these sickle things happen to cut extremely well. It took me forever to get the scales off the snake a while back, but this time I made quick work of it. I can't cut the scales themselves, but I was able to slice between the scales and the skin. Is it because my attack power went up or because the sides are so sharp? In addition, my body is black now. It was always pretty dark, but now it's black for sure. I'm telling you, it's pitch black, the kind of black it doesn't reflect light at all. I can't see the rest of me since I don't have a mirror, but I'm guessing those are the biggest changes. I don't feel like my size is any different or anything, but I bet there are some little details that have changed that I'm just not aware of. So far, since I was sticking with the Terratech species, my shape didn't seem to change at all when I evolved. But with this evolution, my species has changed. If I could get a good look, I'd be willing to bet that there are a lot of differences. In times like these, I really wish I had a mirror. I can't even find out what I look like. As far as I can tell from moving around, though, nothing feels particularly off. The overall makeup of my body parts doesn't seem to have changed much, so I should be able to move as usual without a problem. I never really felt any bodily changes before evolving anyway, so it's a relief that I don't seem to have changed much this time. I guess these sides are a pretty big change, though. They kind of look like they'd make a noise like ching or something when I swing them around. Come to think of it, they definitely bring the Grim Reaper to mind, though. The description of this species did say something about an ill omen or whatever, but now I have rod attack and stuff, so that makes sense. I definitely still have a ninja-style thing going on, but in extreme cases, I would probably pull up the Grim Reaper image, too. I better check in on the skills that leveled up as well. I'm always glad to see Herculean's strength and sturdy improve. That'll add a bonus to related stat growth from now on, too. My stats have definitely gotten a lot stronger, but they're still pretty low compared with an opponent like the eel. Let's see, Poison Synthesis, Poison Magic, and Shadow Magic all leveled up, too. I still can't use the magic skills, but I do want to check if I gained anything from Poison Synthesis. Attribute Conferment. Paralysis adds Paralysis attribute. What's this now? I think I might have just gotten something really wild. Poison Synthesis, the skill that's worked so wonderfully for me here in the middle stratum, just took another huge step forward. Oh man, I gotta try this out right away. Yeah, you can get paralysis, and when they're paralyzed, you can jump in for the kill. That'll help you out a whole lot. So I want to experiment with adding the paralysis attribute to my deadly spider poison. I'll see what kind of effect it has as soon as I get a chance to test it out. But deadly spider poison will probably kill most enemies instantly. Okay, let's add the attribute to weak poison too. Next time I find an enemy, I'll have to start by using this paralysis-infused weak poison on them. I can't wait. As for magic, well, who cares? It's not like I can use it anyway. No, wait a minute. Can I really still not use magic? My parallel thinking and arithmetic processing skills both rose quite a bit. Doesn't that mean I might be able to use detection right about now? It's been a while since my last attempt, so I guess I'll give it a try. Woo! Alright, detection on. Ah! Proficiency has reached the required level. Skill Arithmetic Processing level 7 has become Arithmetic Processing level 8. Proficiency has reached the required level. Skill Parallel Thinking level 5 has become Parallel Thinking level 6. Proficiency has reached the required levels. The skill Detection level 6 has become Detection level 7. Proficiency has reached the required level. Skill Heresy Resistance level 3 has become Heresy Resistance level 4. Off! Ooh, that was rough. But I was definitely able to endure it longer than before. It takes all my concentration just to deal with it, but that's still a big step forward. So it looks like my approach wasn't wrong. It may be a while yet until I can really master it, but I think I can see the light at the end of the tunnel. Maybe. I've been wandering around in the middle stratum. I'm pretty full after eating the eel, so it looks like I don't need to worry about passing out from hunger or anything. Since I don't need to actively hunt for more prey right now, I can proceed at my leisure. I'm feeling pretty good right at the moment. I can even deal with this stupid heat. Ugh, the climate still sucks though. There aren't any monsters around just now, so maybe I'll check in on my skill point situation. I got quite a few points with this evolution, so maybe I'll discover a cool skill or two. All the skills I've acquired so far have been killer except for detection, so hopefully I'll keep lucking out. So far, aside from increasing the level of Taboo, Pride doesn't seem to have any drawbacks. And even Taboo isn't doing any harm at the moment, so really it's like there are no downsides at all, right? Considering how crazy its effects are, the positives vastly outweigh any negatives. Why was I able to get this skill for 100 points is a total mystery to me. With these effects, I wouldn't be surprised if it was worth 1,000 points easy. Maybe for humans. It's probably too much to expect to find another awesome bargain like Pride, but if there are any skills that look good, I might as well take them. There's no point in trying to save skill points too much after all. These things really burn a hole in your pocket. Saving up even more and waiting for the bigger skills to be unlocked seems incredibly inefficient anyway. Alright, Appraisal, do your thing. First, I'll double appraise my skill points. Then I'll take a look at the list. There are still lots of skills I can get for 100 points. I haven't taken any of them because they don't look particularly important, but maybe I should try to raise my proficiency for some of them when I have some free time. But I guess if I have time for that, I should spend it improving more useful skills. But wait, there may be some skills like prediction that suddenly turn into something more useful when they evolve. I don't know. Oh, but first, I should really take a look at the skills that cost more than 200 points since I couldn't see them last time. Whoa, I found one! A broken skill like Pride! Perseverance, 500. And the power to reach godhood. It expands the user's divinity field. As long as MP is maintained, the user will survive with 1 HP, regardless of the amount of damage taken. In addition, the user will gain the ability to surpass the W system and interfere with the MA field. Another skill chock full of mysterious terminology. And then there's that ridiculous, almost laughable ability. Does this work by constantly consuming MP or what? I don't know how much MP it uses, but does that mean you can keep attacking like a zombie as long as you have MP left? I don't get it. Sounds pretty freaky. I'm not going to hesitate this time. Boop! Number of skill points currently in possession, 500. Number of skill points required to acquire skill Perseverance, 500. Acquire skill? Yes, please! Perseverance acquired. Remaining skill points, 0. With Pride already under my belt, I no longer knew the meaning of the word retreat. I'll take every one of those skills I can get. Come on, Taboo, or whatever it might be, do your worst. Oh, why did you say that? Proficiency has reached the required level. Skill Taboo level 5 has become Taboo level 7! It skipped 2! It went up 2! Okay, I'm sorry. I definitely didn't want you to do that much. Condition satisfied. Acquired Ruler of Perseverance. Title Ruler of Perseverance. Acquired skills Heresy Nullification level 1. Conviction as a result of title Ruler of Perseverance. Skill Heresy Resistance level 4 has become integrated into Heresy Nullification. Man, so Taboo rose just like I figured. 2 times even. Whoa, what are you going to do? Letting it level up this way doesn't seem like a good thing, but it's not like I have any means of countering it, so don't instant kill me or strike me with lightning or anything, okay? The worst part about not knowing is that it makes my imagination run wild. Know what I mean? More importantly, take a look at that title. I've got no time to be standing around worrying. I gotta check out this title right away. Ruler of Perseverance. Acquired skills, Heresy Nullification, Conviction, Acquisition Conditions. Obtain Perseverance skill. Effect. Increases defense and resistance stats. Lifts ban on evil eye type skills. Ooh. You need to look into those when you level up again. Correction to resistance skills proficiency. Grants ruling class privileges. Description. A title granted to one who has conquered perseverance. Is this a pride type of thing? I knew it. This is another one of those cheat titles. My defense and resistance increased. Both went up to 100 points, so now my defense is 351 and my resistance is 380. Man, really, what's going on here? Isn't this a little too much like cheating? I wonder what would happen if any of the humans got these types of skills. Would they go mad with power or something? Hopefully not. The fact that my resistance type skills will improve more easily now is huge too. Since I specialize in evasion, I hardly ever get hit by attacks, which means my resistance skills don't really change much. But now this will compensate for that weak point. I'm pretty psyched. How did I earn proficiency for the resistance skills I gained during my training, you ask? My theory is that the proficiency of resistance skills for attributes that I possess get better every time I level or something like that. I mean, I gained dark tolerance without doing anything, so that pretty much proves it. Yep, it makes sense since I have abyss magic and all. The other resistances I gained by using threads and stuff to injure myself. I mean, if you knew you could gain a skill just by whipping yourself a little, anyone would do it. So that's what I did. Huh? What do you mean that's just me? Come on, that's not true. It's totally normal. I'm also intrigued by this evil eye stuff. I want it. I mean, with an evil eye type skill or whatever, wouldn't you get to say lines like, my right eye, it burns, or you're already trapped in my illusion, or whatever. Oh my god, don't be doing that. Man, I'd be like some kind of badass video game villain. Ugh, I want it, but now I'm out of skill points. Oh well, I'll just have to hurry and level up so I can save more skill points for it. Last but not least, I got the skills Heresy Nullification and Conviction. Heresy nullification seems to be the highest form of heresy resistance. Heresy resistance increases your defense against attacks that directly influence the soul, so I guess heresy nullification must cancel them out entirely. So now, even if I run into an enemy that uses heretic magic or something like that, I should be just fine. Conviction. Against targets that have in-system sins in their souls, deals non-resistible damage in proportion to the total amount of guilt. Wow, so it's an attack that does more damage against guilty parties? The non-resistible part is pretty scary. Wait a sec. Is this maybe connected to taboo? Like the higher the taboo level, the more damage you take? That's gotta be it. Yikes, if anyone else has this conviction skill, I'll be in deep. But this wasn't on the list of skills obtainable with skill points, so if it's a special skill that can only be obtained with a ruler title, maybe there's only a few others besides me who have it. This is all wishful thinking, but I hope it's true. If so, then I've got a pretty valuable skill here. But this reminds me of that Hades skill. I bet I can't even use it. I give it a shot, but nothing happens. It might have just misfired because I don't have a target, but I get the feeling that I just can't use it at all. Even if I can't use conviction, this was still a net positive. Sure, taboo went up again, but I don't see any way around that at this point. I mean, how can you even counter that? You can't even keep it from going up. You don't even know what caused it to go up. As long as I don't die instantly or run into any game over type scenarios like that, I'll just have to accept whatever the penalty is. Man, though, my stats improved a ton and so did my skills. Am I totally strong now or what? Hang on. Zoa L. Level 1. Status. HP 200 out of 200. MP 200 out of 200. SP 200 out of 200. 200 out of 200. Average offensive ability 100. Hang on. 100. Average defensive ability 100. Average magic ability 100. Average resistance ability 100. Average speed ability 100. Skills: Spider Thread level 1. Cutting Enhancement level 1. Shadow Magic level 1. Poison Fang level 1, Stealth level 1, Poison Resistance level 1, Raw Attack level 1, Silence level 1. This is like a basic Zoa L, I guess. A small spider-type monster that is feared as an ill omen. Because few witnesses have ever seen it, it's said that anyone who merely encounters one will die within the next few days. Legend says that it will often suddenly appear behind its victims and use rod attack to decapitate them with its size. Its danger level varies depending on the stats, but its basic abilities are listed above would be ranked C. Okay. Okay, let me see. How long have I been recording for? 37 minutes. I'll just keep going for a little longer. No, actually, I'll stop here. I'm sorry, guys. I'll see you guys in the next video.